Al-Ghazali was born in the year 450 Hijrah equal 950 Masihi in a village called Ghazala, which is a village on the outskirts of city of Tus, a district in the province of Khorasan. His real name was Abu Hamid Muhammad ibn Muhammad ibn Ahmad al-Ghazali al-Tusi. The title Abu Hamid at the beginning of his name is attributed to his son who died in infancy. Yet there are some scholars who say that the title Abu Hamid is a nickname simply because he had no son. In 499 Hijrah, Al-Ghazali wanted to return to teach at the Nizamiyah school in Naisaburi, but this would only last 2 years. Finally, he returned to the city of Tus again. There he established a school for the Fuqaha and a monastery for the Mutawassifin. In that city, he also died in 505 Hijrah at the age of 54.
Al-Imam Ghazali rahimahullah ta'ala, real name is Abu Hamid Muhammad ibn Muhammad at-Tusi al-Ghazali, popularly known as Al-Ghazali, was a Persian, although most of his work were written in Arabic. Al-Ghazali was a scholar with extensive knowledge and was a great thinker in the history of Islamic philosophy and the world. Al-Ghazali, known as a great figure, easily has a high dignity and popularity. In terms of speech and writing, is easy to listen. No one can match him in his era. He was awarded several titles after his death, such as Hujjatul Islam, the proof of Islam, and Zain ad-Din, the ornament of religion. In addition, there are scholars who call him the greatest Muslim after the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The title bestowed on him symbolizes high respect for his contribution in the field of Islamic science and thought.
Next, the contributions of Imam al-Ghazali. Imam al-Ghazali was contributed significantly to the development of a systematic perspective of Sufism and its integration and concern in religion of Islam. As a scholar of Sunni Islam, he belonged to the Shafi'i school of Islamic jurisprudence and to the Ash'ari school of theology. He is viewed as the key member of the influential Ash'ari school of early Muslim philosophy and the most important refuter of the Mu'tazilis. However, he chose a slightly different position in comparison with the Ash'aris. There are two books that are related with the contribution of Imam al-Ghazali, which are: the first one is Criterion of Action, Mizan al-Amal or Al-Mizan al-Ghazali 1989, carry out the base of ethical theory, and the other one is Revival of the Religious Sciences, Ihya Ulum ad-Din al-Ghazali 1993, brief about an extended section titled On the Ethic of Acquisition and Earning a Livelihood. Al-Ghazali was active in the field of jurisprudence and theology, whereby he was completed his task on general legal principles, al-mustasfa, choice part or essentials. In other perspective, he wrote a belligerent work against the assertive part of the assassins, Nizari Ismailiyah, and he also wrote a review of Christianity, a book of counsel for kings, Nasihat al-Muluk.
In conclusion, Imam al-Ghazali is one of the most celebrated scholars in the history of Islamic thought. His ideas had a profound influence on all medieval philosophers. Perhaps the greatest and most notable Christian philosopher influenced by al-Ghazali was Saint Thomas Aquinas, who read and studied Imam al-Ghazali's work profoundly and at length. Thomas Aquinas would often profess his indebtedness to the ideas and thoughts of Imam al-Ghazali. In his famous book entitled The Incoherence of the Philosophers, Imam al-Ghazali's thought and narrative successfully changed the course of Islamic philosophy. Among Muslims, he came to be known as a great intellectual and spiritual reviver.